we are, guys.
Cool, super cool. Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome back to the Sewer Line Podcast, brought to you by Flips TV.
Flips TV. We changed the channel so you don't have to.
Right on. I'm Tommy.
Gross. And I'm James.
Ah, okay. Right on, Ace. Listen, as always, we're shooting this live from my mother's basement in beautiful Calgary, Alberta.
Listen, guys, as always, we are raising money. We're taking donations. Two things. And we discovered that we got two things that we are looking for. And that's, first of all, it's for Tommy's mother's happiness fund.
Right. She needs a new clutch in her school bus. She travels around the country in the United States performing musical shows with her lovely husband. And the clutch just hit the bed. So we're raising funds for a new clutch for my mother's bus. So did we have something else we're trying to raise funds for, James?
Yes, Tommy's dental work.
Yes.
Tommy's
yes.
in pain.
Yes.
I have two implants here that I've paid $5,000 for 5 years ago, and they've hit the bed. I've got severe bone loss. The screw is pressed right against my sinuses. It's a nightmare waiting to happen. I've got a special tooth here that's got not one, not two, but three roots that needs to be pulled out as well. So I'm going to look like a hockey player for a couple of months, guys. So we're looking for funds to get some new teeth in Tommy's head. All right? And so as always, we're accepting 2 liters of Diet Pepsi, Pepe coins, and packs of cigarettes. Thank you very much.
Tommy's in a lot of pain right now, as we can see by these visuals. He is a French-Canadian man out just trying to get by and take care of himself. And again, one more time for his mother. She is the poutine
Je t'aime
queen
beaucoup, maman.
and also his aunt. Shout out to Tommy's aunt.
Runs in the family.
She's great on the water and canoe.
Oh, right on.
There's
Jesus
Tommy's
Christ.
mom again. And Tommy's stepdad.
Well, you know, we all love a good poutine, you know. Thank you, James, for that. Well, listen, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll introduce our guests. James, why don't you go ahead?
Harrison Hart. Listen, he's
Oh, my God.
Listen, let me read this out properly here. He's born and raised in Calgary, producer of the monthly comedy show at Ducky's called Ducking Comedy.
Get the out of here.
And guess what? He's afraid of snakes, which means, like me, he has a...
Welcome, buddy.
I don't stand alone in the snake things, and I'll die on this hill. I think snakes can absolutely be deleted by tomorrow, and no one's going to notice a difference. What do? Do they have any benefit just by being the worst version of a cockroach you can find in your house?
I disagree strongly. I love snakes. They're not slimy. I used to own a snake, a ball python. Rest in peace, crikey. And, you know, they make great boots. So thank you very much.
Oh,
Listen,
I thought this was all just a distraction from the just like going too hard after the snake thing.
you got her.
They know my tactics.
You might have to get back to flipping burgers there, Cecil. All right, guys, listen, our next guest, he's originally from Prince George, but he decided that was a piece of shit at 6 months old and moved to Peterborough. All right, so he traded one dumpster fire for another, okay? Because I haven't been to Prince George, but I've been to Peterborough, and it's a too.
Easy there, Ace.
All right,
Easy.
big flex right off the bat here. He's also a stand-up comedian.
Trust me.
Yeah, he's also a stupid. He's also a stand-up comedian, so you can catch him around town performing. Welcome, Terry Ross.
Oh, thank you guys.
And listen, we should mention I got a co-pilot tonight again. Andrea is back in action, looking like a little Betty on the Gold Rush there.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Good stuff. Where's your pans and sluices and stuff? I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but
Dude, I feel like if you walk into a bar and ask a chick for her sluice, you're getting kicked out.
cool. Right on. Well, James, how was your week at work, buddy?
It was great. You know, nothing better than a very highly productive week. Low on the negative mental illness scale.
Good.
A lot of happiness, a lot of laughing, and just general glee and high profit.
Good. Good. So what? Big house or what?
Yeah, so I'm an interior painter, guys. So which means that I have had multiple head injuries from playing sports, and this is the capacity. I work in mid to high range homes, and it you know what? It's a living.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Livin.
Yeah,
my man.
there you go. That's how I spell it.
Cool, man.
Do any like home builders walk up to you, kind of like people walk up to the bartender and be like, "Surprise me"?
You mean like
For painting.
for me to do like something artistic?
If they just said, "Listen,
No.
here's a room, surprise me."
Honestly, no, because I'm not in that range of like ridiculous money, and most people are having to deal with drywallers, and drywallers are constantly leaving impressions of their everywhere.
But dude, like an artist has to sign his work, man. Like I get it.
Mutters are the bane of my existence. You know, mutters and electricians.
to leave their mark then. That's what I want to know.
They do it in the wall cavities before the drywallers.
They're smart about it.
Yeah,
They want it
yeah.
to be a surprise.
No, everything was good, man. Tommy, how about you?
Good. I did the third session on Buddy's head there for the SMP, so it's good so far. I was able to sneak in a couple of swastikas.
Tell our guests what SMP is.
SMP stands for scalp micropigmentation, folks. It's basically a tattoo to cover your bald head. As you can see, mine, not all of it is actual hair. It's just
Jason
thousands of dots.
Jason Statham.
It's not rocket science, but it makes you look a little bit younger, gives you a bit of confidence if you don't want to travel to Turkey and plug it up. So it's an alternative out there, and it's also for women, which is harder because they usually have more hair and you have to go in between. But I dig it. It's cool, man. You put on your music. Talk
So
to some guy.
they want that kind of like that 5 o'clock shadow afternoon going down on their business.
That's right. They want to look like somebody who's got hair and shaving it by choice. One of those.
Oh, you mean like a landing strip, but it's a fake ghost landing strip.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think I'd rather just have hair.
Right on.
Speaking of which,
Well-
I'm 26. I'm
well-
worried about
well-
balding. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Well-
yeah.
It's
You
starting to
should
get on
be
my radar,
worried. You
right?
should be really worried.
Like, when
Okay.
does it hit? Is it like a 29 thing? Is it like a ticking time bomb I gotta face? Like,
Andrea, don't distract me.
Mine started at 31, and it all happened within 1 year, and never got any
1
worse.
year, dude?
Oh yeah, it was a stressful year.
Holy At what point were you just like, it's all going?
It just happened within 1 year. I used to have long hair, man. Like
Yeah, don't show them.
no, it was glorious, man. I was such a stallion. I had such a stallion's mane. Nobody could tame that mane, pal. And you know, my buddy's dad said, Tommy,
Novel or something?
my buddy's dad told me that you know, it's okay to be a stallion. You just want to keep your stables clean, pal. Okay, so but yeah, it happened, and you know, I just shaved it because that's what you do. You just own it up. Unfortunately, I don't have a proper 5 o'clock shadow on my face like a Statham or a Willis, you know. So I'm just pretty.
Well, let's.
Have you gotten your eyes checked recently?
I have. Speak closer. Speak closer to your mic there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Speaking the.
That's perfect.
Okay, so listen, that's good, guys. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys have any pets?
Yeah, I got a cat.
I know that from last week, but the folks at home might not. He's got a huge. All right, right on. It's what was it? Oreo? Oreo?
Yeah, it was Oreo because it was a black and white cat, and then I
Right.
am that type of white guy.
That's
But
okay.
now I call her Ori.
Ori.
To sound a bit more original. you
Right,
know?
right. So I don't know what kind of. Well, I think I said last week orifice or Ori.
Yeah.
Okay, Oreo.
Yeah.
And Terry, you've got yourself a couple of big 80-pounder dogs.
Yeah. I got two Bouvier de Flanders dogs. So they're named Coco, who's a 14-year-old female, and a 4-year-old named Baloo, like the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
They are fantastic icebreakers.
Cool.
Walking downtown, girls love these dogs. They have their own Instagram account, so you can follow
Oh, right.
Coco the Bouv. If you want to follow my dog, it's her world. I just live in it.
Yeah. Shout it out.
And yeah, she's. What else can I say? The other thing that she did the other day, I was really proud of. I live in an elevator. I live in a building.
Living in an
Comedy
elevator.
career
We
is
get
really
it, dude.
taking off. I'm moving
Yeah,
up from
easy
the
there, Steven Tyler.
my dog, as I was walking out of a crowded elevator with my dog, she let out the biggest fart I've ever heard in my life, and I just saw the elevator doors close and this full of people looking panicked. And
they-
like, I'm so sorry.
I love the idea that in my mind, you're dressed like this in the elevator too.
Oh yeah.
So are they
Yeah.
bulldogs?
Yeah.
Are they bulldogs or staffies? Did we ask
No,
that
he
question?
No, they
that.
kind of look like they're Bouvier de Flanders. So they,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they'll look like
They
big,
actually have a
poodly kind of.
nose. They actually have a nose.
They do. They
yeah,
do.
because the bulldogs have the worst farts.
I love-
They have the worst because they're constantly breathing in their they're swallowing their
Oh,
own
there's
breath.
big time.
Yeah, because
snore.
they don't have noses,
Just
right?
snore.
Oh,
So,
they're just inhaling, like they're just like filling themselves up like a
Yeah,
balloon.
blowing
and just
bubbles, yeah,
constantly
blowing
out.
bubbles.
They're
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you a top one off embarrassing story. I wasn't proud of that, but I was at the beach in Toronto one summer with my dog Stella. She was a border collie, and whatever, she starts doing a 360 spins, right? So you know what that means. She's gonna drop a deuce, right? And I'm like, the beach is packed, not the best spot or time. I'm like, what are you gonna do? So I got my poop bag, and then she just doesn't get done. You know, she's just like there at 90 degrees, and then she starts looking at that. And I was like, man, she's got something stuck back there. She's got something stuck back there. It happens. Dogs will eat anything, you know. Usually it's a piece of grass, you know. But I go back there, I tell you, she's got a rubber hanging out of her butt. Man, the only time I used one, she had to eat it out of the trash. Now I'm on a packed beach pulling a rubber out of my dog's. Dude, brutal. So embarrassing. I packed my stuff and I left. It's that's
You know what I'm happy about here?
Yeah.
Is that we had the second half of the show is the Patreon, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
usually the uncensored
Yeah,
show. And I'm really happy that we've got the family content happening right
Well,
now.
everybody can relate to those pet stories, my
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
all- speaking
Yeah,
of-
they're pets. They're family dogs.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
it's all
like,
normal.
like family fun too, we really f***ed up dogs, huh? Like I feel like, you know, like if you look at old pugs, they were normal. Corgis apparently like Welsh guys fought with them, and now they're just a vicious Queen's pack. Like,
Isn't it weird too, like how some dogs, when you get a pack of dogs together, it's the littlest ones that
Yeah.
are like the alpha in a pack.
Oh,
Like,
it's a short guy. It's short guy.
It's
syndrome.
like
Same
they
as-
all
same
got
as real life.
Napoleon
Yeah.
syndrome. Napoleon.
but dude, could you imagine like if we had the same size differences that dogs have to deal with, like being a Chihuahua staring at a Great Dane person? That'd be intimidating.
Oh, I tell you, I'd rather bang a Chihuahua than a Great Dane. Just my personal opinion here, folks. But listen, thanks a lot. I'll take a double bacon cheese. And the only reason I brought up the pet question is to segue into our first game, which, my friends, is all about my cats. Now, I have two cats. You've seen them around. They're great. One of them keeps dumping on the floor. I've had it for 10 years. I've tried everything. 1 box, 2 box, 3 boxes, every type of litter. I've tried pooping in the box. Nothing for it. So we decided, you know what? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So we made a game out of it. James, why don't you take us away, buddy?
Listen, guys, it's litter lottery. I'm going to play the opener here, but Harrison, you know what's going on?
Oh, I'm pumped. I've been waiting for this day my whole life, man.
Pretty much, Terry, what happens is you're going to use that paddle.
Okay.
You're going to write down each name of each cat, Rosie and Ruby, all right? And then what you're going to see is there's going to be an option, numbers 1 to 6. We have the wonderful bathroom room is divided into 6 sections. All right? So you will be picking which number, 1 to 6, between the animals. Now, we're just going to run the brief opener, and then we'll do a rejig again.
Yeah, give her, buddy.
Choose your box 1 to 6. Showdown.
All right, guys. So our first challenger is Rosie Bum. She weighs in at 19 pounds, and she dumps like a trucks. All right. She's won an Oscar for her lead role in I'm Starving. And her hobbies include licking her own butt and eating Ruby's throw up. Now, the challenger is Ruby Butt. At 14 pounds, she is the squirt queen. She also enjoys licking her own butt and thinks loving for humans is for losers. Hobbies include puking on my bed and listening to acid jazz, folks. It's the ultimate Browntown showdown. James?
Boy, right?
All right. Have you guys got your, Harrison, have you put numbers down?
Ruby's going to be a bit of an underdog this time, but there's always the era of unpredictability with these guys. Rosie 1, Ruby 5.
Thank you.
Terry?
All right. After consulting the Vegas odds, I'm
Right.
going 1 and 6.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
All
Similar
right.
vibe on
And
the-
Andrea, let's make sure let's maybe put your paddle down here. Like,
We've got Andrea, Rosie 1, Ruby 2.
here we go.
All right,
Are we
folks.
ready, kids?
come on, big money.
Now, this game, you win coins. Let's see what happens here.
Obviously,
Go to the
Batman
action
does
cam.
not need glasses.
Oh, what's
Do it in
this?
one,
This
do
looks
it.
like
Don't
Ruby.
need a litter
This looks
box.
like Ruby.
Oh, wait.
Oh, 2 of them.
We got two.
Oh.
Oh, I'd love it if they didn't
Settling
use the
up
litter
in-
box and they just poop on the
Oh,
floor.
okay. What's going on here? All right.
Oh, come on.
Rosie wasn't having
Oh
it.
my God,
In
she's
the
got diarrhea.
Damn.
It's
In the
across
box
multiple
this week,
boxes.
folks. Wow, this is
Section 4.
seriously out of line for Ruby.
Ruby 4, guys.
Dude,
Ruby 4.
disappointing
We didn't
showing.
have anyone in there. Okay. Next up is
Oh,
Rosie.
Ruby 4. Rosie.
Fixed. There's not even a box.
She's
in
thinking
one.
about it. She's thinking, oh.
Damn it, man.
Section 3.
Ooh, Rosie section 3. Oh, wait a minute. The
Hold
guys,
on.
something else.
Oh, play's not done.
I still think she should go.
Deuces are
Oh.
wild. Deuces are wild.
Listen, she went twice.
In
That's
the
a
box.
double down.
In the box.
That's double the points.
Yeah.
Did anybody get 3 or 4?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
We got man.
We
Okay.
I'm going to appeal to the International Cat Litter
Well-
Association about this because I think every square should have a litter box in it because one never even had a chance, man. Like there was no way the cat was going to poop in one. There was no litter box.
The boxes move, my man. We got to keep it interesting. And they're creatures of habit. So now I'm gonna get
Batman's
some
not
little.
excited.
I'm gonna make it interesting for next week.
It is a fact that Ruby has taken it in number 1 multiple times for different episodes.
With no box.
No box.
No, like, dude, she always dumps on the floor, man. Anyways,
was
guys,
a
better
show
luck
off.
next time.
Like-
Thanks a lot for playing Litter Lottery.
Here we are, guys.
Great
Here we are.
stuff. Great stuff. Those girls are famous.
Wonderful.
Cool. Well, listen, now's the part of the show where we get a little logo on the TV and and we interview our guests. Right on? Because, we know them a little bit, but we don't know them all that much.
Yeah,
so maybe
okay.
we could find something out more about them. James, would you like to start with
Yeah.
with the Sandwich Boy?
Sandwich Boy Harrison. Harrison.
Hey, James.
Okay, we've got some questions here for you. All right. You say you've traveled a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You went to China to sell smart boards.
Yeah, in high school.
What is that? Is it a board game?
No, it's like those the screens some schools have that are like they were old touch screens. So it was right when they were basically failing, and they were just kind of like, yeah, okay, let's just see what's out there, right?
So like digital blackboards.
Yeah. So I got I didn't sell any. Like it wasn't good. It was just a fun trip, you know. But then they gave me one of the boards that was like it was like a normal whiteboard,
Alright.
but you could have a digital copy of whatever you wrote.
How long were you in China for then? How long was that trip?
It was like 3 weeks. I went to a couple cities:
Where-
Chengdu, Chongqing, and Guangzhou.
So where's that? North, south? Is that
Buddy. I think
was
I
it
think
Mandarin
it's
or
south,
Cantonese?
south.
Cantonese.
It's in the Sichuan region. I know that.
Sichuan?
Yeah, dude, they're known for sauces.
Okay.
Yeah. All right on. So would you say it's a fair assumption to say that once you landed in China, the average size went even further down?
Oh, dude.
Oh.
I felt like such a big walking down the streets, dude. You'd see people taking photos of you because apparently I was like a ginger.
Yeah. No, my buddy, he taught in Korea. He taught English. I don't know. But, well, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But all the same,
We went to a
I'm going to
different
say
school.
something. They're all the same. But he had a red beard.
Yeah.
Brown hair, red beard, and the children, because he did early childhood education, when he walked in the room the first time, they all hid underneath their desks as if it was some sort of like
Jesus
nuclear drill, and they were screaming.
Nice.
So
James, have the Vikings ever been to China?
that's debatable. That's debatable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The main thing is did they
Oh,
meet
no.
somewhere in the middle?
The red beard.
There was the Silk Road, so there would have been travelers from the Far East all the way to the Volga, and maybe
Mhm.
some of those Northmen went east.
Could you imagine how if you could ever actually meet a Viking, how terrifying that'd actually be?
Well, no, because
Like,
their
they'd be
average
nuts. My
their
guy.
average height was 5'7" back then.
Yeah, they so fuck me up, my guy. Like dude, I don't know why I keep saying my guy. It's like that's my character.
I know that's your whole thing. Listen, my guy.
Well,
It's just that little bit of Harlan William there. Listen, my guy.
it's almost like what?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's like you are a minority.
In some ways, yeah. What Time Magazine said we're gonna die off. F- them.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I'm
You know,
all-
we're thriving. We have what 3 famous comics now, and they're not Carrot Top anymore.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is the diversity Canada needs and America wants, man.
No
No way.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Red states, you're doing it
Right
wrong.
on, Terry.
Yeah.
I read from your files that you sent over that one of your first jobs was being a door-to-door vacuum salesman. Yeah. Can you please walk us through your pitch? So, knock on the door, I'll answer, and sell me.
Hello, sir. I wonder if I can interest you in a $3,000 vacuum. It really Goodbye. Maybe next time. And that was rinse and repeat for about 2 years, or not 2 years.
You did it for 2 years?
No, I think I did it for a month or two. I sold 2 vacuums. I sold one to my parents because they were like, whatever. Your kid's trying to make a go of it. And then I sold one to a 90-year-old woman who thought, because this was like a high-tech vacuum that pushed itself along, so it felt like it weighed like nothing, but it actually weighed like 180 pounds.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, darling, this is great." And then I left, and she's like, "Eh."
My oldest sister, had the exact same job.
Yeah.
And we bought that same vacuum.
Oh my
Really?
god! Oh my God! Can I ask if this was the same vacuum cleaner that rhymes with Kirby? They have a hymn. They made the salespeople sing a literal hymn to the vacuum cleaner company every morning, and I can remember it.
Well,
it was something like this.
yeah.
Hold on.
Go.
It's a great day to sell a Kirby. It's a great day to go. And God help them, you can go onto YouTube and find the Kirby anthems. They've updated them over the last 20 years.
Right.
So good. So anyways, I sold vacuums. Long story.
You know what? I'm going to with the magic of editing. Let's just see if I was actually able to get my sister to sing hers if she remembered it. But she's had multiple head injuries too,
And children.
and she played 0 sports.
Well, men used to wear rings back in the days. you know?
Do you actually have a sister, or is it Tommy in a dress?
Well, I'll tell you something right now. She's not making a nice poutine. I'll tell you that.
I have 3 sisters. I have 3 sisters.
And one
sister. And they're hotter than your sisters.
And
Damn it.
I tell you, James.
I'll tell you.
The correct answer is
Yeah. You know what, Harrison? My sisters are so much hotter than your sisters. Well, you don't love your sisters?
My sisters are dead.
My dad would so your dad.
All right, okay. That's insane. Okay, Harrison, I got something for you here.
Sure.
All right. You say that your dream place to live is a castle in Ireland.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Is that because it's a safe place for you to and your family to hide because you're currently being persecuted? How bad is the ginger persecution these days?
The ginger persecution is an issue that's not a lot talked about these days,
Right.
mostly because we've been cast into the shadows. But
Day out of the sun.
we're not vampires. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're fighting in this country for.
Quit
Just
yelling.
after his Lucky Charms. That's what he's.
Don't yell so much.
Oh, sorry. I'll equalize. I just got a bit fired up there.
Well, you are firehead.
But no, I come from the Lindsay clan in old Scotland. You guys know the Lindsay clan?
You know what?
I got a
no.
little pad down
Yeah,
there.
no, I get
Ireland then.
No, actually.
Because we lost and England owns us now.
No. You know what? The Lindsay clan, I get a Christmas card from them every single year. Yeah. I do. Yeah.
By the clan? Like
The whole clan. You know what?
Lords and-
You know what? They are they Highlanders? Are they Lowlanders?
We're lowlanders because we're England now.
Because there
No,
can
no,
only
no.
be one Highlander.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
We're like hardcore England. Because I think the Lindsays can only win an argument on Facebook, honestly.
Right on. Well, I got a follow-up question to that castle and persecution question. It's redhead related.
Oh,
Gross.
Do you avoid wearing polyester because of the increased risk of crotch fire?
I haven't really had a lot of crotch fire. But No, I don't really. I don't avoid polyester. I will avoid windows if I have to sit somewhere for a long time because I have been sunburned indoors.
Okay, can I ask a follow-on question?
Yes.
Okay, like a copper Brillo pad, do you get a patina on your pubes?
Yeah.
Dude, we're not like a unicorn, my guy.
Do you use CLR to brighten it up and get all the scale and pewter? What is it called? The polish. You know when you want to polish it up a
Brasso or something like
bit?
that?
Brasso. You know, use CLR to
Turtle wax?
what's that thing on silver?
On silver?
Toothpaste.
No.
Yeah, silver polish.
Sure, hold on.
I just want to know, how do you feel about people doing redhead, as in
Oh,
dyeing
those
their
fake
hair,
reds.
No, like blackface redhead.
like blackface
Yeah.
but redhead?
Yeah. I'm totally for it. Let's go for it.
Well, wait a second.
What do you have to say?
Well,
And full disclosure,
Disney
you are
made the
wearing a
little-
red wig right now, so I guess like you are kind of like
Gross.
you're culturally appropriating yourself.
oh, you should see my normal flow, but god damn it, I couldn't resist this. But no, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's not a lot of ginger movies out there, though. We had The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Then we had The Other Little Mermaid. Lost that role, huh?
Right.
I actually had an idol when I was growing up who was a redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
Archie.
Oh,
Bunkers.
Yeah, well, no, not Archie Bunker. No, I was thinking more Archie Andrews. I was just thinking about the whole like I'm going to date Betty,
Yeah.
and I'm going to date Veronica.
Yeah.
that was my role model. So
I,
go Archie.
I've noticed my character tonight is weirdly teetering on being white supremacist. You know what I mean? And I'm
Why?
like, how far can you talk about ginger rights before someone's like, this isn't a joke. Yeah, actually, like.
I'm
I don't wanna
not,
hit
I'm not
that
sure
point.
where I
I don't
stand
want,
on
like-
ginger rights, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you dropped your hat and you should wear a hairnet, dude.
Dude.
I don't want to get a f***ing red hair in my burgers. Terry, listen, do you have something on this question? Your dream place to live, your email said Merida, but I think you meant Madeira.
Yeah, you are correct.
Right.
Madeira. Yeah.
Off the coast of Portugal there, just
Yeah.
northwest of Morocco.
You know this place.
So,
Yeah.
well, everybody's got Google, my man. Listen,
Oh, I got it. I just don't read it close enough, apparently.
yeah, slow down, my guy. I was looking for Merida for a half hour. Then I was like, that put me like right in the middle of Spain. I was,
Like I said, I'm a.
it's not very coastal, yeah. Why is that your dream place to live, buddy? Have you been there?
I don't know, man. I just the idea of living someplace where it'll be a beach and also connected to someplace like Europe where you can just like drive for an hour and you're a whole other culture, history. You can just. I have ADHD, so I just want a dopamine hit for the rest of my life, right?
Yeah.
And from what I get, Portugal's dirt cheap. From what I understand, like if you know, and the other part of it is also because I got Irish citizenship by descent, so thank you, gingers, and for getting that set up. So I got path to the EU as a citizenship if I get my ADHD ass to get the paperwork.
no castle,
I think
Why would you want?
Why
a
would you
southern
not
castle?
want a castle?
Why would I not want to? Because I'd rather live in a hut on a beach. I'd be like,
yeah,
the
castles. Listen, I'm interested in that Madeira place, but it's strange to me because it's the middle of the ocean, right? So I don't know how I feel about that. But for me, I think the ultimate place would be winters in the Caribbean and summers in the Mediterranean because I absolutely love swimming. I'll spend the whole day in the water.
What part of the Mediterranean?
I feel like southern Greece, maybe
It's still cold.
Crete.
It's still a
well,
little bit
that's
cold.
why I said summers in the Mediterranean, winters in the Caribbean.
right.
Whoa, what? Southern Greece is cold?
It's
Well,
gonna be
15,
yeah, man.
15. I mean, it's not hot. It's not
Okay,
hot.
that's-
Remember.
Yeah.
Like I know they have mountains, but remember, like did you watch 300? Like
Yeah, they were
I don't
bundled
wanna-
up in
Yeah,
parkas
yeah.
and all. They're
Yeah.
looking
Did,
like
did
they
you
were
watch
freezing.
it like James
Snow.
watches it? With, like
Dude, I wasn't pausing
They
nearly
were
as much
wearing a
as you.
layer of Crisco. That's all they were wearing in that movie.
when I watch 300, it's off my mobile phone.
He just got to put a mental image in his head, and now
Can we stop with the sound? You're not far off. A mobile phone leaning against on the little shelf below my bathroom mirror. Yes, I am topless, but I'm flexing. Post
That's the key.
push-up workout.
Ooh.
And then I'm just like, Jared Butler's got nothing on me, man. Jared Butler's got nothing on me.
Yeah, right.
What's
Yeah,
the
right.
celebrity build you guys would have
And
if
then-
you could choose?
I love how you're plowing your boyfriend. And you're like, this is Sparta.
You know what?
I'll show you. The whole
That's why they.
yeah. You come here and laugh at my queen. Oh.
That's exactly.
Question.
That's you know.
You don't have to call me out like that, man. I asked in an intellectual, astute observation. Okay.
What a nerd.
You're using the
I like
word.
it like it-
You're
like
word-
he's
using
already
the
labeled
word.
it before he said it. Dude, this is genius.
I've been trying to get on the word of the day vibe.
Right.
I can't deal with that. At a certain point, I don't want to learn. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. The first thing I do is wake up. Duolingo's already yelling at me, threatening suicide half the time over me not doing Italian.
Right.
And then I, have to do word of the day and fake pretending like I like this is a normal word to everyone involved.
Listen.
Everyone knows you read that.
Harrison, my boy, I'm going to tell you, it's perfectly normal. You're 26, okay? But I'll tell you, by the time you reach my age, you should have grown out of that phase, which I felt I haven't. I just don't want to learn.
I'm
I'm
just gonna
happy.
say-
I'm happy being an idiot. I'm not stupid, but I'm an idiot. And I see James. He's always reading. He's always learning things. And his life is just horrible. It's just awful. Every time he's like, why don't you just have fun? It's like, I can't.
I got all these books, man.
Go on.
Harrison,
Like he's not
you
learning
speak
for
good.
comfort.
But I think the thing is,
But how are you going to be like it would be like, hey, how's it going? I'm very eloquous. You know what I mean? Saying random shit like that. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
well,
stands
no,
out in the
no, that's
conversation.
like-
Everyone knows.
That's
Can I just stop it right there? Leave the room.
yeah.
Terry, what were you gonna say there?
I think so. I think it reminds me of like, okay, you remember we go back to dogs for a quick second?
Sure.
There's an advantage of having a dog, like a dog that doesn't even know you've left the room for like half the day, because you can take care of it. It's fine. It's easy. He's got low expectations. Like a border collie, it's like the intellectual. It's like never gonna be happy unless it's like
A lot of work.
too much work. Like low maintenance is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid story. I went to Mexico and someone said Buenos dias. And in response, I said, "Ole."
They don't like
I gave a charity chuckle for the Ole.
They don't like those either.
I like it because it said Ole, but
Makeup.
Face.
Makeup. Can we do something about this makeup,
Yeah,
please?
raise the face. Makeup.
Makeup,
Anybody?
please.
Anybody? Can we do something
Makeup
about
this.
this? Can we do
Put this
something
on for me,
about-
please.
Can we do
Just do
something?
me a
Can we
favor.
do something about
Just put this on.
Can we put this?
Just
Can
put
we
this
do
on,
something
please.
about this, please?
Okay, guys. Well, listen. I think we're
I
good
got
for
one more.
interviews.
I got one more. I got one more. I got one more. I got
All
one more
right.
question.
Okay, sure.
Harrison,
sir.
you did mention, and we talked about this before. You mentioned something about a Hollywood crush. Now your crush is who?
Ana de Armas, because I've been trying to find a Latina chick in Canada so hard right now.
Well, guess
I
what?
think it'd be super fun. You know?
Have you seen that? Like a little bit of that?
Oh,
Ah, with the poutine.
with the poutine?
There's just a little bit of a sassy look on her, right?
God,
there.
Yeah, she's
damn.
good. I think we've got the same lips. That might be me.
I don't know if you're wearing any tinfoil hats or anything like that, but she literally, because she's Cuban, right?
Yeah,
Or she Cuban,
she
right?
is Cuban. She is Cuban.
Literally could be. JT's unofficial
Dude, don't tell me
official sister.
Listen,
Couldn't. But if you were having, if you went
unofficial
full,
sister?
Justin
if you went
Trudeau,
full
because
ass,
he's from
that. Oh,
Castro.
yeah, the Castro family.
I,
which you know what,
made
we
the
don't
link
want to,
there.
we don't want
Yeah.
to like inseminate, shame anybody out
Inseminate.
Inseminate or
Insinuate?
shake.
Insinuate?
there. No,
I want to inseminate.
I inseminate because
Yeah,
he
sure.
was
Sure.
potentially his father inseminated. His, Fidel could be his father.
That's how babies are made, yeah.
Insemination, right? So I don't want to inseminate.
Yeah,
shame.
I'm
but
pretty
they-
sure. I'm pretty sure, like 100%, like Trudeau is Castro's like illegitimate. It's, like you
I
said.
think I'm related to Trudeau.
Yeah, I think I'm related to Castro.
Oh, all right.
I just like race, and I just want everybody to drive, VW's, ladybugs.
Can I
Dude,
just,
weird how big bugs are down there, huh?
Listen.
Sorry.
Listen. Okay. Hey, so Terry, we were looking for one more question from you for interviews, just so we know each other a little bit better. Now, you said when you were 7, you took a trip to France,
I did.
and that was quite an eye-opening one.
Mm-hmm.
And you wound up at an Airbnb. That's 20 years ago. They're so avant-garde over there. It started over there. Over there it was like Airbnb, okay? Could you tell us a little bit
exactly
of
what it was.
how your eyes were blown open by how depraved the French are?
Yes. Okay. Well, in case we didn't already know how depraved the French were, but
okay.
we went to a wonderful trip with my family. I was in maybe grade 7, so I was like 11 years old, and my dad decided he's gonna show off and book a really fancy restaurant in this place in Paris. But what he doesn't realize is that this is in the biggest district in all of Paris. So I'm a 11-year-old walking by all these sex shows and stuff. And I'm just like a kid in a candy store, like, oh my God. So I can't remember anything else. I remember like a thing or two about like a castle in France. Sorry, man, I'm just not as big in castles. I'm just born to.
Okay.
I get it. We were born with 2 different lives, man.
That's right. But anyway,
One of us
that's
is
all I
getting
can
a castle,
remember
the
about.
other isn't. Like,
That's why I want to live in France. I think it's
Cool. Well, I'll tell you. I think you mentioned some about. What did you say? It was dark and it was your eyes opening with the naked ladies and stuff like that. Was it?
The fact that it like opened my eyes to, I don't know, but I think I think actually seeing that much sex that early on did have an impact on me. It was like it's like anybody found like their relatives stack of Hustler magazines at some point in their life and they're like, I'm gonna remember this day for the rest of my life. It was like a turning point.
Yeah.
Were they doing it on the street?
No, they'd have like literally a sign right beside the entranceway, and they'd have a picture of a guy and a girl, and they'd both be looking at the camera, going like this, and smiling, and be like, "Come on in, this is entree-vous."
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask the table a question right now? And we're not going to address the fact that Tommy's wearing your costume change blows my mind, by the way.
Oh, I'm a pro. I'm a pro.
But
buddy.
I'll get back to this.
pro.
Have you guys ever heard of French hashish?
Yes.
Have you heard? Is it true that French hashish is because they don't bathe?
No.
It's just like the grease that comes off their skin after like a massive sex
dumps.
capade.
I was
8
thinking it's
dumps.
still, like, colonies.
Okay,
I've
James
just
has nothing
changed
to
my
say.
whole opinion on France.
I'm going to tell you a story that sex exposed to it at an early age does make a difference because yours truly, right here,
Virgin.
get the out of here.
Yeah.
All right? My
Yeah,
parents growing up owned a chain of sex shops. So I've spent my early childhood in the back of warehouses. So my mom would like me to emphasize that it was a condom shop. Okay?
Oh,
So there was no dirty sex toys and stuff
Right.
like that.
Okay.
But suppliers would send them to us in hopes to get them into the chain.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was at the back of the warehouse, exposed to everything at an early age. I'll tell you a story. My mom used to go to trade shows all the time. I don't know if you've ever been to one of those, but it's just a bunch of vendors in one big arena. Say, like, wherever they play hockey, the whole rink would be filled with vendors, okay,
Yeah.
that are trying to promote their stuff. And so I'd always be at those things. Just
Well, if it was ice, it'd be more fun.
you know, it's a pool.
Dude, if you slide into a booth, what are you gonna say? Like, you have to buy something at that point. You
You've
just
ne-
crashed into it.
okay,
Like,
this child has never been to a trade show.
can we wrap it up to the point of the story where
can we start giving a shit, man?
you've run out of socks to in, and you're just like
I'm 8 years old. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'm a boy. Okay, I'm a boy. Who knows what his favorite toy is? Anyways, I'm always bouncing around these shows. My mom's at the booth, and I'm just cruising around over there. But one of them had a fashion show, or a runway fashion show with models. You know.
Right.
So you're a kid. You're always climbing stuff, crawling on the. I crawled underneath the stage for no other intention than to just, I'm bored. I'm a kid.
Right.
And I'm crawling it. It's dark, dude. It's darker than I'm not gonna tell you. That's my grandpa's joke. Very I crawl, and then I get to a spot where I could see the girls changing. Oh yeah. And they're nudies. They're models and they're hot. So I'm just in there, all right? Just becoming a man.
Right. Right.
When I hear a rustling to my right.
Right.
And it's dark.
Right.
And I look,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
and there's an old guy in there
Close enough.
looking at me,
He's
smiling.
He's under
going,
the stage.
You're gonna be me someday, son.
Sure, like we're gonna get caught, you know. I tell you, the weirdest thing was that he never stopped the whole time. It was wild. I got so scared and I ran out of there. It was, I don't know. I was 8.
Just made long eye contact.
Yeah,
while you kept jerking it.
no. Like I heard the noise, I looked, and then my eyes were adjusted. By then, I see some old guy going, "Shh, just baiting it.
Dude, I love that.
Dude,
He
brutal.
held that long enough for your eyes to adjust.
Yo, he was staring at me the whole time. He's like, "I care about the girls, son." So I was like,
Is it true, by the way?
"Bushbone was 5 pagneta, Belneck."
Quick follow-on. Pornhub's based out of Montreal. Is that right?
Yes.
No way.
It is. And you know
Dude,
what?
I think we just heard about the
I
founder.
think we should put a tariff on porn.
Montreal's got a big tech industry. Yeah, for sure. That's what we'll call it, tech industry. And that was great. Hey, listen, I think that it's time to switch to our next segment.
Yeah.
But I feel
Take
like
it
we know
over.
each other better.
Yeah. Let's take it over. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, guys, it's time for James's headlines.
Okay, guys. Came out this week. Canada's favorite teen heartthrob.
Oh.
Now, who do you guys think Canada's favorite teen heartthrob is?
You know, I'd be worried
today?
if anyone is
From
anyone
today?
knew that
This
answer.
week it came out. This week, yeah. Who do you think it is?
Keanu Reeves.
Mark Carney.
Okay, well, all right. No,
right.
no. You would think
With
this
the
was my
poutine.
suggestion.
Oh.
This was my suggestion. No.
I like Gosling
Okay.
better.
Yeah, okay, Gosling. Yeah, again.
Yeah.
This was another suggestion I had.
Ah.
Oh, JT. All right, what a heartthrob.
Dude, that explains all the Trudeau signs I keep seeing.
Hey, is that Niagara Falls?
Because it's 2017.
But guys, do you know what it really is? It's A&W's Teen Heartthrob has come out. Oh, my
oh
God.
my God.
Almost. There's a $60 in savings here, guys. 60.
Fucking job. You know, I'll tell you right now,
It's
James.
a
you
teen
giving that
burger.
away?
It's a teen burger, guys, and it's
sure?
loaded with poutine. Look at the happiness on all these teens is right here.
Wow, James, I really love this headline, but I'll tell you something right now. I've got a general boycott on A&W.
Right.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a couple of things. They've got the same guy in those commercials for the last 30 years.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
He
yeah.
shows, if I'm on vacation in England and this guy shows up with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
3-day-old bean burger, looking for a review,
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Right on.
Okay? And second,
Roundhouse or Roadhouse?
there's a 3-parter. It's a 3-parter. Okay? They have no ice for their drinks. Our drinks are so good, we'll never dilute them with ice. Listen, it's 30 degrees outside, all right? Unless I could take that mug with me on the job site, just how about you get a nice machine and give me some. If I'm a fat that's thinking he's getting cheated out of 2 inches of pop, I'll tell you I don't want no ice. But get some ice. Point 3, the garbage cans. The garbage cans don't got the flaps no more. I guess they were losing so much money with a few trays being thrown out. And now I got to snap my trays in half to throw them out, you know? So that's why. That's the last resort, A&W. But great deals in that book. Fantastic headline.
All right. I have never. Can I just say something? I don't think there could be a more passionate opinion from someone who doesn't had no opinion about fast food. So nothing speaks louder than I was poor in Montreal than that right there.
We weren't poor. You were poor.
All I'm thinking about is how you're bragging about having like the construction version of like a Stanley. You know? Isn't it weird how those guys had the original massive mugs? Those like them and truckers, like big gulp. Like
Yeah.
that's insane.
It's big enough
They
'cause
knew water bottles.
You want the
before
ice.
anyone.
You want the ice, pal. When you're slacking, all right, and you're working across the street from a radio station, they're snapping pictures of you because your hair's glorious 12 years ago. They're saying Brett Michaels works for Wilson's, and they keep posting pictures of you on the early days of Facebook, slacking on your cooler, eating watermelon.
Here's a hot take.
There's no ice in your drink.
Here's a hot take. Here's a hot take, okay? To those women buying those Stanley goddamn containers, you're an idiot.
Just get an empty milk jug.
Moving on. I got another headline.
But the guys who buy them.
Moving on to another headline,
Hey,
guys.
nice.
Yeah.
So, Anna de Armas was also surprisingly in the headlines this week.
No.
Okay, guys, it's good and
No.
bad news. It's good and bad news.
What
all right?
happened, man?
The good news is she loves Canada.
Oh, back in
Okay.
routine. There we
Okay.
go.
But the bad news is she's off the market, Harrison.
Oh.
The bad news of she's not. But the good news is there's newly released footage because she loves Canada so much. She's shooting her new movie here.
Oh.
Yeah?
And apparently, I have the inside scoop on some footage of what her new character looks like. And I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
she has some agreeable prosthetics.
Ooh,
Agreeable.
Come on.
Oh, what's going on here?
Come on. Oh, there
my
we go.
God, that looks like a good poutine.
So
I'll
that's-
tell
Dude,
you
that looks like
much.
a sore back with
No,
stairs.
and
Like,
that's the bad news. She's developed an injury.
Yeah.
She's got back pain. There's a lot of weight there.
Yeah.
But the good news are
Looks like she got a nice fat ass too.
it's there's a new event. It's good news.
Yeah.
It's to accommodate this new role with the extra, costumes.
Yeah.
Is to accommodate the fact that she's going on a new journey in life.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, there
And,
we go.
Is that what poutine does to you?
So this is
But
exactly
like,
what.
listen, guys. Let me listen. But the bad news is, Harrison,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume you're not going to be interested in this movie whatsoever. Do you know why?
Why?
Because the other night we went out drinking, and you proclaimed that you would never,
Proclaimed?
ever. Yeah, you proclaimed. You stamped your foot in the dirt.
Yeah.
You proclaimed and you said, I will never watch a movie with a leading woman that has over 15% body fat, BMI. And I was like,
Disgusting.
that is disgusting. Guess what, dude?
You're-
You know what? You're the only loser on there. But back to good news, bad news. So the good news is, guys, she's pregnant.
Oh, congratulations!
The bad news is, guys, is
It's a ginger.
she's pregnant.
The
and
father, the father's Jamal.
the bad news is she's planning on having a natural birth. So say goodbye to that water slide. Okay.
Oh my God!
All right,
Great
back to
stuff.
back to Tommy's mom here, guys. That's
Can you
that
imagine?
Hollywood
headlines?
crush.
Was that headlines?
that's headlines.
Great stuff. Good job,
Oh,
James, man. You're
marvelous,
getting better
marvelous.
every week. Getting better every week. I tell you, man.
That's one of my.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Man, we were fucking good. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
It really helps us out a lot. Thanks again.